What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about an exciting new silver exploration company called Zacatecas Silver. Now Zacatecas Silver is a really interesting silver mining company focused in Mexico, led by Brian Cesarchuk, who is going to be their new CEO. Now, this is a new IPO, so I'm very excited to talk about it. As we know, we've talked about many of Brian Cesarchuk's companies here on the channel. He's an industry veteran, K92, Fosterville South, Tourmaline Metals, and this is his latest project. So I'm super excited to be talking about this, guys. And as we know, in this environment, silver has been outperforming gold recently. I've emphasized, my bullishness on silver above gold recently, and I've talked about that in many of my videos. So I'm really excited to be talking about this. I want to thank Zacatecas and the team and Brian for this opportunity. And let's get straight into this video, guys. So this will be a simple introduction. The stock should be trading the day this video is released. So I hope you guys enjoy the introduction, and we will be doing interviews with Brian in the future, talking all about this company. So with that being said, I also need to state for full disclosure details, this video was sponsored by Zacatecas Silver. Check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer and always remembering that these videos are never financial advice. So with that being said, guys, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to smash the like button. I do appreciate these types of videos, these introductions to new and exciting companies just like Zacatecas Silver, along with smashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell for notifications on future videos. And also drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the company. So you can take a look at their website, ZacaTecasSilver.com. Of course, the website's going to be built out, but you can subscribe for updates. Now, I wanted to talk quickly about the recent press release, and then we're going to dive straight into their investor presentation. And then, of course, in future videos and in our daily show, we will be talking all about the company, how it trades, and the performance. But it is very exciting. So Zacatecas Silver to commence trading on the TSX Venture under symbol ZAC. Zacatecas Silver is pleased to announce its common shares will commence trading on the TSX Venture Exchange on March the 2nd, 2021 under the ticker symbol ZAC. So, a little bit about the company. Significant historic inferred silver resource in a world-class silver mining region, which is open along strike and at depth. Work starting immediately to target resource confirmation and expansion at the Panuco deposit and exploration and target generation at the Moleros, El Cristo, and San Manuel San Gil prospects. Excellent regional exploration potential, including El Cristo, the northwest extension of the Vida Grande vein that has now been traced on the properties for 3 kilometers at surface, but has had very limited previous exploration, strong cash position and management with a track record of shareholder wealth creation via exploration, development, and mining. So we're quickly going to read one more paragraph in terms of this press release and then dive into their investor presentation. So the Zacatecas Silver property is located in Zacatecas State, Mexico, within the highly prospective Fresnillo Silver Belt, which has produced over 6.2 billion ounces of silver. The company holds 7,826 hectares of ground that is highly prospective for low and intermediate sulfidation silver base metal mineralization and potentially low sulfidation gold dominant mineralization. The property is 25 kilometers southeast of Mag Silver Corp's Municipio Mine and Fresnillo PLC's Fresnillo Mine. The property shares common boundaries with Pan American Silver Corp claims and El Orito, which is owned by Endeavor Silver. There are 4 main targets within the Zacatecas concessions. So as we can see, the 4 are there, guys. And we're going to go over the key points of their investor presentation briefly, and then we are going to save the technical stuff for Brian in our interview. And I am very excited to talk to Brian once again. So Zacatecas Silver, the world's best address for high-grade silver. The investor presentation should be available on their website. Of course, I highly encourage you guys to download it, take a look at it, take a look at their website. Always do your own research and due diligence. All right, guys, now we're going to get into the investor presentation for Zacatecas Silver, the world's best address for high-grade silver. This is our corporate presentation as of February 2021. So we're going to focus on the key points in this presentation. And then, of course, we're going to save all the technicals for our interview with their CEO, Brian Cesarchuk. So, the world's best address for high-grade silver. Commanding strategic land position in the Fresnillo Belt, Zacatecas, Mexico, comprising 7,826 hectares, or 78.2 square kilometers. The Fresnillo silver trend has produced over 6.2 billion ounces of silver, greater than 10% of the world's historical production. So definitely a prolific mining jurisdiction and a very exciting place to be. So let's take a look at the key metrics. So historical inferred resource estimate of 19.472 million ounces of silver at 153.2 grams per ton, targeting high impact bonanza grade exploration drill program, following up on previously drilled bonanza grades such as 0.4 meters of 2,500 grams per ton plus 3.7 grams per ton gold, and 2.09 meters at 1,309 grams per ton silver. So, continuous with Pan American Silver and surrounded by Mag Silver, Pinol's Capstone Mining, and Endeavor Silver, 25 kilometers southeast of the world-renowned Fresnillo mine, Pinol's. Tight share structure and compelling valuation. So now we're going to look into, the board and management. As part of your research and due diligence, this should be a key aspect of, doing research on a new company. If you're interested in a company, management is very key, and we've covered a lot of Brian's projects, Fosterville South, Tourmaline Metals, K92. Brian's had multiple successes already, so he's well known in the industry, very successful. And let's quickly just take a look at Brian's profile. So the president, CEO, and director, Mr. Slazarchuk, is a former president of gold producer K92 Mining, a company he co-founded and where he was a member of the board of directors and audit committee from inception through to cash flow positive mining operations and the declaration of commercial production. K92 has in excess of 700 employees and contractors and is based in Papua New Guinea. The company has recently been named as a 2020 Best 50 on the OTCQX and a 2020 TSX Venture 50 based on outstanding performance for shareholders over the past year. Mr. Slazarchuk is co-founder and CEO of Fosterville South Exploration and has structured, financed, and operated several private and publicly traded mining and exploration companies. He has also advised multiple governments and mining industry advocacy groups on formation of mining and investment policy. He is a past TEDx and Carbon War Room speaker on the topic of capital markets and finance. So lots of experience, and I'm super excited to have Brian back talking about Zacatecas Silver. And then, of course, James Hutton, who is the chairman and director. Mr. Hutton has over 37 years of resource company and capital markets experience and is the president and CEO of privately owned Hutton Capital Corp. He was the president and CEO of Canada Dominion Resources and president and COO of CMP Resources Group that jointly completed in excess of $1.4 billion in flow-through share transactions for the Canadian resource industry. He's also chairman of Fosterville South Exploration. Mr. Hutton has served on multiple public boards and held several C-level executive positions. He holds a Bachelor's of Science degree with the University of British Columbia and an MBA from City University. So take a look at the rest of the management team. We will be talking to Brian about that as well. So now let's take a look at the history of the Zacatecas mining district. So the discovery of silver in the Zacatecas area occurred in 1546. By 1548, the Spaniards had began production from three mines: the Albarra mine on the Vida Grande vein system, and the San Bernabe mine and Los Teos mine on the Mala Noche vein system. By the late 1800s, silver from the Zacatecas mining district accounted for 60% of the value of all Mexican exports, making it one of Mexico's wealthiest and largest districts of the era. According to Ponce and Clark, the Mexican Geology Survey estimated that approximately 23.236 million kilograms, or 747 million, just over 747 million troy ounces of silver was produced from the Zacatecas mining district between 1548 and 1987. So here's a map of the area. Feel free to download this investor presentation and look a little bit more in depth. We're going to get Brian on, obviously, to talk more about this. And now let's talk about their land package. So a commanding land package, 7,826 hectares, or 19,338 acres. Panuco deposit, historical resource of 19.47 million ounces at 100 grams per ton from 3.95 million tons at 1.53 grams per ton mineralization open along strike and at depth. The Maleros vein system, 3 silver gold base metal mineralized veins over a strike length of at least 3 kilometers. Then we've got the El Cristo vein system and the San Miguel Gill. So like I said, guys, a lot of technicals in here, and we will have Brian on talking all about that. So historical surface workings define vein extensions. El Cristo. Historical workings define vein locations. Zacatecas Silver Corp is currently remapping this extensive vein system, which represents the northwest extension of the original Vida Grande mine. And then San Gil, historical working at San Gil associated with an area of clay alteration where hot fluids have caused minerals in the host rock to change to clays. This is an important vector in hydrothermal systems, Cozamin workings, and plant in the background. Here we have the Panuco deposit, the El Cristo vein system, the Maleros vein system, a lot of technicals in here, San Miguel vein system, the San Gil vein system. Exploration work program commenced Q4 of 2020. So the company has resampled and reassessed approximately 15% of the mineralized intervals used in the historic Panuco resource estimate. Historic drill hole locations have been resurveyed. The company has commenced remodeling of the historical resource estimate. Panuco bulk samples submitted for metallurgy. The company has collected over 100 kilograms of mineralization from intervals used in the Panuco inferred resource estimate and shipped it to SGS Lakefield for bench scale metallurgical test work. The program is designed to test process flow paths to further optimize silver, gold, lead, and zinc recoveries. And then, of course, finally, there is the historic resource, 3.95 million tons at 136 grams per ton, which equates to 19.472 million ounces. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really excited to talk about this company. I am very bullish on silver, so, I plan to buy some shares of this company myself. I do like silver, and I hold a number of silver companies, so we'll see how it goes, guys. It's a new and exciting IPO, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop those comments down below. Let me know what you think about the company. And that's it for the video. Always remember, though, for full disclosure details, this is a sponsored video. So this video was sponsored by Zacatecas Silver. Check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. And, always remember, guys, Departures Capital and Departures stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.